at the other big glass.
Oh, I put wine in whatever glass is closest to me. I'll go for this.
Francis and Eleanor Coppola came to the Napa Valley over 20 years ago. They were looking for a cottage, a place to raise their children, and a couple of acres to grow wine grapes. They ended up buying 1,600 acres, 125 of which are prime vineyard land, and a century-old Victorian house built by Napa Valley legend Gustav Niebaum, founder of the Inglenook Winery.
It looked like a movie set. It was like a magical movie set, and we just couldn't believe that it was really available. And it was just after The Godfather, and so we went for it.
The Godfather money was fresh? And
essentially, yeah, The Godfather bought the first half of the property.
For 20 years, Coppola had his eye on the other half of the old Inglenook estate, including the magnificent chateau that was Niebaum's original winery.
I was always very critical of what the corporation that owned it was doing, but I quite honestly didn't think I had a hope in hell of getting it.
Then, in 1995, as the result of the international success of his Dracula movie, Coppola had the $9.5 million needed to buy the adjoining 94 acres and reunite the two properties. To celebrate the acquisition, the Coppolas threw a party and invited the neighborhood, meaning thousands of residents of nearby towns such as Rutherford, Oakville, and St. Helena.
We felt that it was the goodwill of the community that helped us get it, so we just wanted to have an open house. They liked the fact that we were a family, not a corporation, and that we would reunite the old property.
do you actually get out in the vineyard and work the grapes?
Nah. I'm always asked to walk when there's a camera around. But
To many, it seems amazing that Francis Ford Coppola has as much as he has at this point in his 57-year-old life. He's declared bankruptcy 3 times, as recently as 1992. But through debt reorganization, has managed to hang on to properties in San Francisco, Belize, New York, and most importantly, here in Napa. His friend George Lucas once said that Francis isn't just a filmmaker, he's an Italian opera.
La fabbrica in America.
Buono, buonissimo. Your Italian is better.
Ecco.
Yeah.
And relaxing with a colleague like Italian film director Francesco Rossi, Coppola seems like a character out of one of his movies.
Tell me about this man at this period in his life. Is he happier now as Francis Coppola, the winemaker, or when he was younger as Francis Coppola, the movie maker?
Tell the truth.
Well, I think he's at a point in his life right now where he's making really thoughtful choices about his life and the future, and realizing that he loves all of these things and how to integrate them in a way so that that he can do both.
I think also the estate now at the level we're at has another significance in my mind, which is this company, this winery and all the other things we do here really can now take on the responsibility of supporting the family. So I'd like to, while I have some years left, allow the winery to support my kids and my wife and my family and myself to the basics of living, to be able to take another shot at the movie thing without just having to go hat in hand and say, oh yes, what movie do you want me to make, sir? Basically, I'm looking for freedom.